Go.
All right, so hi there. My name is Brayden Lamel. This is Rob, Parker, and Morgan. And today we're going to be doing our marketing plan on the iconic brand of Bud Light.
Bud Light, an iconic brand in the competitive beer industry, symbolizing exceptional taste and a lighter experience. After many years on top, a recent marketing miscalculation sent the brand into a nosedive. In this presentation, our team will provide a thorough analysis of Anheuser-Busch, Bud Light's current marketing strategy, target customer, and our team will also propose a new marketing plan that will restore the brand image and win back our target market, as well as doing some good in the process.
Let's analyze the situation. So the product, it's an iconic light beer with a blue label or a blue can, as you can see on the slides. It's a highly recognizable brand that has now started to feature multiple different flavors, with also venturing into the highly popular seltzer market. Environment, it's very competitive. There's domestic brands, there's international brands. There's also craft beers, there's seltzers, and there's super popular non-alcoholic options, all to choose from. The social, there's changing viewpoints on alcohol. There's now a healthier, low-calorie, low-carb alternative that's sought by the market. There's also a different lifestyle that the target market is partaking in. There's also this thing called influencer marketing. That's what we're doing here. Look at TikTok. The legal side of the environment, it's a highly regulated industry. There's fluctuating legal environment that changes from state to state. In one state, you could sell it one way and advertise it one way. In another state, you might have to change that. In addition, there's also health and safety regulations that you have to look out for. Politically, very, very volatile. There's the trans and LGBTQ plus communities that have a very large disagreement nationwide and potentially even worldwide. And there's also the target market, which is revealing itself as to be a strongly anti-woke. There's the competition and the complementers. It's a highly competitive industry. There's a lot of brands, like we mentioned earlier, that are super strong and going after the market, and everyone's shooting to be the top grossing company. There's also a heavily reliant on sporting promotions and activities. The Super Bowl is one of which. Also, football related, college sports, and even just concerts. And also sponsoring sporting events have become one of the most profitable promotions a brand can do. Now, in our organization, we have our CEO here, Brendan Whitworth. Throughout the organization and the recent situation they've been in that we're going to describe, there's key marketing and vice presidents that are taking leaves in the absence of the Mulvaney controversy. This is resolved in a PR nightmare, as which Bud Light is forced to reckon with both sides of the political spectrum, the left and the right sides. Poor guy. I mean, he really looks like he's going through a lot. The CEO, Brendan Whitworth, has released kind of a statement to clear up or maybe save his butt. Anheuser-Busch has a proud history supporting our communities, military, first responders, sports fans, and hardworking Americans everywhere, and will continue to work tirelessly to bring great beers to consumers across our nation. Sure doesn't seem like he was doing that when the Mulvaney controversy happened. Our marketing strategy. What they do is they target a younger audience with humorous ads such as the Dilly Dilly ad, or using celebrities such as The Rock or Justin Timberlake. In addition, they also use sporting events. This is where the Super Bowl ads come into play. It's an extremely effective platform. And like we all know, the digital marketing, TikTok and the like platforms. And we're going to get into that later as we go on because, well, you know why.
What could go wrong?
So our marketing mix, these are our 5 Ps. Our product, we've talked about it. It's a low carb, easy to drink beer with iconic blue packaging, different flavors, and they also are venturing into the seltzer market. What's our price? It's relatively low cost, and they do a really good job of balancing the affordability with the perceived value to the customer. Our promotions, sporting events, large and small, Super Bowl ads, and the humorous approach to attract to the younger audience. Our place, these are the placement is occurring at sporting events, college towns, retail stores, and e-commerce. The people, 18 to 34-year-old target market, and you're appealing to shall I say, the conservative people of the country. Our sustainability principles. On top of everything that they do, their goal is to be carbon neutrality. You're looking for sustainability, agriculture, water stewardship, renewable energy, and circular packaging. All this is trying to with the new Bud Light Zero Carb Next of the future of net zero future.
So as we dive into the SWOT analysis here, as you can see, the strengths include a great taste and relative low cost, along with brand loyalty most of the time. A lot of people are usually very loyal to the brands, along with the name recognition of Bud Light. For the weaknesses is the boycotters, as you can see, a loss of market share from these events that have unfolded, along with unclear marketing direction and an alienated customer base. And then some of the opportunities that we recognized were to win back the target market, create a new generation of customers, and the only place left to go once you've hit rock bottom is up. And then some of the threats we've noticed are very, very strong competition, a high number of substitutes, alienated target market, and anti-woke political sphere, along with negative PR.
Talk now about the markets and customers of Bud Light.
So for the existing customers, Bud Light usually appeals to everybody, but the marketing efforts are consistently targeted towards early 20s and 30s lifestyle individuals that are mostly men that partake in things such as social drinking and while watching sports and going to concerts as well.
And it turns out they're a pretty conservative, anti-woke crowd with some pretty strong feelings about brands that choose to go the woke direction. Further, any kind of woke or LGBTQ plus target segment that was activated in this Dylan Mulvaney campaign is feeling equally alienated due to the Bud Light's response of, kind of pushing aside the whole Mulvaney thing and the pride direction and going back to their roots of America, guns, military, the USA kind of marketing. So we find that our existing customer is in a really tumultuous state. Our potential customers, the most important one right now, in our view, is to win back the ones that have left the brand, that have migrated to another brand because of this boycott, which has taken over as a viral sensation among previously loyal Bud Light drinkers, like this gentleman who's considering a migration to Coors Light. Further, we know who the potential customer is not, and we invite Bud Light to stay in their lane. This approach of targeting a segment of the LGBTQ plus or trans market it clearly is not hitting the mark among existing or potential customers. So throughout the rest of this campaign and probably the rest of the future of the brand, we'll be steering clear of this market for sure. We want to talk now about our marketing strategy, the plan and the campaign to save the brand and win back our target market with the Bud Light More Than a Drink, a tribute campaign. This campaign is not a middle finger to the liberals or Mulvaney, but it's an acknowledgement that Bud Light has made the wrong decision to promote Mulvaney Light groups as heroes, and that Bud Light is choosing to honor our real heroes, emphasis on the real to appear to our target market. Those are United States veterans. In this example, Sergeant Derek Johnson, who is linked directly to the Wounded Warriors Project on the top of the can on the right. We see that just beneath the can, a QR code that'll link us straight to his real life story that's posted on the Wounded Warrior Project website. These are real stories. These are real commemorations of veterans, both living and deceased. And the idea is to, in a similar vein, similar style that we chose to honor Mulvaney, to honor who we perceive as the real heroes connected to a veteran organization like the Wounded Warrior Project. We see on top of this campaign, or any customer might see, that proceeds from this can or 12-pack or whatever kind of purchase made at a Bud Light direction will go directly to the Wounded Warriors Project. So a certain percentage in the form of a cash donation. Who are we going to target? Our first and foremost concern is winning back the loyalty of our previous customers, those that have called woke and fled to another brand. Initially, the campaign serves as a recognition that Bud Light missed the mark with their promotion and regrets having not chosen to celebrate those that the base recognizes as the real heroes. It's a commitment to the customer that have fled, that Bud Light is not just going to follow the woke mob, to use their vernacular. Further, the most important part of this campaign is to honor, uplift, and support U.S. veterans. They represent an ideal and a value among our customer base that is sacred and will be treated in the most tasteful, respectful, and honorable manner that we can do. This is not to pander to the values of a conservative base, but it is to lift up and honor who the base perceives as the real heroes. And that's the position we want to take. We want to emphasize the word real in that slogan, in that campaign. Serve as a shift that we're changing our marketing position from a company that just follows the woke mob and stay committed and consistent in that position. The goals and objectives of this campaign, the More Than a Drink campaign, are to win back the former customers participating in a boycott, be the #1 beer in America again, and win some new business among veterans and supporters of veterans. It's not unlikely that Coors Light drinkers might look at this campaign and go, I would like to support our veterans, as they have similar campaigns to the Bud Light, or similar values to the Bud Light base. The more altruistic goals of this campaign, which we're very excited about, are to honor and uplift U.S. veterans and make substantial cash donations to veteran support organizations. First example we use being the Wounded Warriors, among many. And in addition to Bud Light's current sustainability objectives, part of this campaign comes with what we like to call social sustainability. In no way is this campaign designed to punch down on any marginalized groups, such as the LGBTQ+ community. It is not a middle finger to the liberals, and it is not a means of sowing discord or enmity among Americans. It's just a way of honoring the values of our customer base. It is not to further polarize the U.S. So as we continue this campaign and choose our influencers and choose our verbiage on marketing across all mediums, this is going to be an important sustainability objective present in each and every material, without leaning too far into to use the vernacular, the woke mindset. On our marketing programs, we'll talk about our marketing mix now. The product is the same iconic original blue Bud Light can and flavor. The can is serving now as more than just a drink, but a tribute. Retailing at the same price as normal that our customers are used to. However, with a commitment to donate a percentage of each can's profit to a veteran organization like the Wounded Warriors, as we've decided to go with initially. Place, similar to the current strategy, this will be found at sporting events, retail, e-commerce. Imagine a football arena where the announcer describes the More Than a Drink, a tribute campaign, and invites each patron of the football stadium to support a veteran by buying a Bud Light. Retail, we're going to make it very clear that this is the direction we're going with. If people aren't catching the Bud Light ads on TV, they're going to go to their beer aisle and they're going to see what Bud Light is doing now with the brand. We're going back to our roots with this one in our promotion with the upcoming Super Bowl 57, in which we'll feature touching real life interviews of veterans, not veterans saying, man, we love Bud Light, it's the best beer in the world, but showing that Bud Light wants to honor them and wants to use a drink to pay tribute to our veterans. So that's an important distinction. Those kind of ads will be featured across the various veteran organization pages, as well as social media and television. We'll also seek, where permissible, a little real estate on the organization we've chosen to promote its website. Promotions in the form of make a $30 donation directly here, and Bud Light will send you a free beer or a free 6-pack. Done tastefully, of course, to keep the real heroes in mind and honor them and not make them an object for capital gains. Which brings us to the people. It is paramount that the real veterans and their stories promoted in this campaign are treated with the utmost respect and dignity. That is going to be a flowing, guiding light for each and every marketing activity that is born of this campaign. Influencers of this campaign will likely be those you see in the more conservative groups, though they will be chosen extremely carefully so as to avoid further damage done by influencer marketing and the volatility that comes from there. And of course, our former customer. This is the person who's upset, he's angry, he's blasting his Bud Light cans and by some pond, but we know that we can win him back. Brand loyalty with Bud Light is more than just enjoying that blue can in your fridge or a beer for the sports. It's a way of life. It's something that you just can't give up. Kid Rock, welcome back.
All right, in terms of implementation and control, there are going to be people who are held responsible for this campaign and ways to measure whether or not it is working. First and foremost, those who are going to feel the most weight of responsibility are going to be the people who are hired to replace Alyssa Heinschneider and Daniel Blake. They were removed from their Bud Light VP positions due to the Mulvaney incident, including Todd Allen, who's already taken on one of the VP marketing roles. So those people will feel most of the responsibility. However, there is responsibility to be had throughout the entire organization. As we know, within a company, the tone at the top and the ethics and the morals and the goals that are set by the C-suite, by the executives, that trickles down throughout the entire company. And if they feel and portray the importance of the campaign, it will be seen throughout the company. Breaking it down even further, there's going to be public opinion that needs to be monitored and to ensure that the company is staying within the message. The PR department is going to have their hands full. They're also going to be in charge of discovering opportunities to serve and attract the target market even more. The financials are a big thing. This is not an inexpensive shift that Bud Light will do with this campaign. And they will need to be monitoring financial success and or notifying of issues of running out of money, allocate the appropriate donation funds, and prepare the budgets for promotional marketing activities, as well as ensuring that everything is reported legally and within regulations. Finally, the groundwork is going to be ensuring that everyone is staying on schedule. This involves managers and just every individual employee. They will also be maintaining the dignity and tastefulness of the products and the promotion and attracting the target market to said product. Finally, there needs to be some way to measure everything. The measurement given is going to be monitoring how successful the $150 million spent on this marketing campaign are. Some questions to ask is, did we win back our target market? Are people interested in what's being portrayed? With digital marketing, you're able to monitor how long somebody looks at an image, if they shared it, reposted it, liked it, all of those things which will be able to be monitored and evaluated to determine success. Also, have we won new business? While the ideal situation would be to retain and gain back all of the old customer base, we would like for new customers to enter the customer base as well. Bud Light's not going to turn anyone down at this point from buying beer.
In summation, our team recognizes that Bud Light is in a pretty tumultuous state. We now have the opportunity to show resiliency after a major marketing mistake, which is to us not just an alliterative, but an important lesson to be learned. We know who our target market is, and we're now going to appeal to them with our new marketing campaign that shows them that we've learned from our mistake and we've rejected this woke agenda that they are so upset and sick of and bring them back with a campaign that honors and supports those that they perceive as the real heroes, the people who belong on a beer can, versus the woke heroism that they rejected so wholeheartedly. And from top to bottom, this kind of messaging needs to be consistent and clear that this is the direction we're going. We're not going to fall back. We're not going to bow down to any backlash we get from the left or those groups that we previously featured in our marketing campaigns. But we are going to consistently appeal to our target base, know who they are, know what they value, and treat them with the respect that they deserve, and keep that loyalty alive in their hearts and in their garage refrigerators. Thank you. This has been our presentation.